Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your Friday morning flash update for May 7th, 2021, just getting on around 8:25 in the morning. So as we take a look here, I started for you today with the non-farms payroll before prices because it's so important. Market was looking for 1 million. It got 266,000. I mean, unbelievable. What people are going to say about that number is because of all the checks that we are sending out and all the support that they're getting with relief to stay at home because of COVID, we can't attract workers back into the restaurants, the service industry, the hotels. I can go on and on. You watch. That's what you're going to be reading about. The unemployment rate actually ticked up. Everywhere I look, there's people for the help wanted, and yet the unemployment rate is going up. That could be the only answer that I think makes sense. They revised the March number from 916. They made that even worse at 770. As you can see, the private sector payrolls, the prior one up 780, only up 218 this time around. Government didn't hire as much as before. Labor participation rate, they're saying, didn't change. We got to get that number up higher. You know, you got 40% of the people not wanting to work. The average hourly went up. Okay, so a little wage inflation. We're going to get the inventories numbers that come out at at 9 o'clock today. We get at 2 o'clock. My brain was running ahead. On the consumer credit, that's going to come out there. And a move that was unexpected, the Bank of England kept their interest rates unchanged. Canada's jobless rate moved up to 8.1 from 7.5. That's important. And Chinese economic data, they just continue to blow everything out. They expected the imports to be up 40%. It was bigger, so they're buying more. But look at this. Their exports went up 50% more than they did last month, so 32.3%. So that's where that power is. Now, you would think the stock market would be crashing on this news that it didn't get the data. It is not. The opposite's happening. The dollar got hit. It's already bounced. Remember, when these reports come out, I told my traders last night in my written updates, I told them this morning, folks, you can't stand out of the way of the algorithm traders. They're going to move the markets faster than you can move. Why put yourself in that? Give the market 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then start approaching it because that craziness comes out of it. So you've bounced already 30 points higher in the dollar index. You've given up already 40 points from the high in the euro. The gold market got up to 1844. It's back down to the 1829 level. Silver's dropped 60 cents from the high made right after the report. These are huge moves. You're moving all over the board in the bonds and notes. Grains have nothing to do with that. I'm sure you're aware of that, nor do the energies. So as I look at the marketplace, I'm going, okay, why isn't the stock market breaking more? And markets that could bear news and don't break, that's an important event. I pay attention to that. I'm getting the reaction I would think on the dollar, a negative off this number and other parts. So will I start telling my subscribers to start doing things? Yeah, I'll be putting out probably special updates in just a little while when I finish this. So it's going to get interesting. I want you to take a look, if you have your own charts, where the Bollinger Bands are, especially in the currencies. If you don't understand what to do with that, take my enhanced Bollinger Band course. Here it is right now. Take a look at this. I think you're going to learn a lot from it. Welcome. I'm Ira Epstein, and I'm here to talk about my enhanced Bollinger Band course. Now, many of you have taken my regular charting course, and if not, you might think you know something about Bollinger Bands. As you know, Bollinger Bands are an algorithm designed to keep the market trading within it 95% of the time, and on a chart, it will offer on the top part resistance, on the bottom support, and the idea is the market will travel within them. We know that sometimes it latches onto that band, goes up or goes down. Well, how do you play with that? Can you pyramid the positions off that type of thinking? Well, I've applied all three of these into 13 different videos that teach you my concept of it. And from that concept, you're able to work with weekly charts and or daily charts. The 13 videos, each about 7 minutes long. The idea here is not to put you in school forever, but to teach. Now, if you haven't tried my complete futures research, I throw that in as well Whether you've tried this or not, I think it's worth taking a look at. I think you're going to learn something from there. That research, by the way, covers twice daily market updates for you and access to what I call window envelope numbers, which I think are very important when looking at these Bollinger Bands. The next part is a trial to our charting software so you can make your charts look the same way that mine do. It's that simple. Where do you go with it and how do you get all this? It's simple. You go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. If you go to the word education, everything you need is answered there. You can also call my staff. They'll be happy to help you get set up. I'm Ira Epstein, on the road to your education.